Hello, my beautiful Aries. Welcome back to Queen Cup Tarot. I am just shuffling up, smudging and whatnot, getting ready to do your May 2019 tarot readings. For those that are new, welcome. Please like, share, subscribe. Please don't forget to do that. It's really important for all the readers that you guys watch. And for those that are returning, thank you so much. Aries gang has really been super supportive of the channel. Thank you guys for showing up in numbers with your likes, shares, and subscribes. I really resonate with you guys, and I'm happy that I've been able to connect with you guys in the way I have. And for those that have reached out to me for personal readings, thank you guys so much. It's an honor to read for each and every single one of you. I mean that, okay? An absolute honor. If you do want to book me for a personal reading, email me, queencuptarot@gmail.com. Everything, guys, sometimes I forget to say things and, do stuff. Just look in the description, okay? I have a couple shout outs too, but I'm going to have to pull out my phone. I hope I don't forget at the end of the reading. For some new readers, they're fucking dope. A couple love tarot. That's Auntie right there. She's dope as fuck. Ghetto Nun. Oh my god, she had me fucking keeled over. She went on some long rant talking about bitches are her sons. Like, I ain't nobody's son. Okay. I'm not gonna go on no rant, but I fucks with her in the channel. She went on some fucking rant about readers. I'm like, I have no parts to do with this bitch, but your reading is fucking fire. Let's just keep going on with it. Super entertaining. She puts a lot of effort into her videos, to make them like super entertaining, but she's channeling. Like, it's straight channeling. Anyways, a couple other readers that I've been watching lately. But I haven't been watching too much tarot because I still just been busy, and I go on phases with the tarot, right? But yeah, either way, guys, I'm ready to go into prayer. And let's see what's going on for Aries for May. Guys, my mom's doing a run for cancer. The details are going to be below. Whatever support you guys can provide is dope. She's a fucking beast. She's doing like an 800-kilometer ride to New York from Toronto on her bike with like a group of people. She's already starting to train, and they're trying to raise $5,000. So I told her I would shout it out. And thank you to everyone in the Angel Gang, because if you do donate, definitely hashtag Angel Gang. For all that have donated already, it's fucking sick. My mom be calling me talking about Angel Gangs pulling through, and I'm like, I know, I told you they would. So anyways, guys, thank you so much. Your support is amazing. Sometimes I forget to say things in the intros. I'm just ready to go. But if there's ever a charity I'm working with, or something I'm doing, or I am going to start bottling and selling out the frankincense. I'm just waiting for labels. I'm just going through the process like I told you guys I would, and I'll have them ready to ship out to you in a more fiscally responsible way soon. But any of these shout outs, any of this stuff, I'll always have in the description, because sometimes I forget to do it. Okay, it gets a lot. And I might do it at the beginning, or I might do it at the end, but you guys are really good with the time stamping, so thank you. Okay, I don't know if I mentioned I smoke pot. It's not the nature of this, so feel free to smoke with me. If not, don't worry. Okay, your unsolicited opinions and your thoughts about my smoking. Listen, I battle my own shit. You're going to come here and help me deal with that shit? No? Okay, if you don't feel that I can channel messages under the influence of pot, well, guess what? Half of the tarot readers that you're watching smoke pot and then pull on their fucking video and start recording and channeling your shit. I'm the realest out, so I'm going to smoke in front of you, because it's not fair that you get to smoke and watch my videos and I've got to pretend that I'm not getting high with you. No, we're getting high together. We're getting high together, and if we're not, it's fine, because I'm still going to channel the fuck out of this reading, okay? Let me burn some more frankincense to clear the room, because that had me a little hot there for a second. So yes, guys, I'll be sending you guys and shipping out frankincense. Like I told you, I have the best frankincense, myrrh, all of that. I just want to put another solid chunk here on here. There we go. That's going to smoke heavy. All right, guys. Guys, if you're time stamping, please don't forget to timestamp prior to the prayer, okay? You guys know I get like super like weird about that, all right? All right. Father God, Holy Spirit, ancestors, and guardian angels, thank you for rising me up out of my bed this morning, and thank you for connecting me with the collective every day. Right now in particular, thank you for connecting me with the sign of Aries, the collective sign of Aries, and please allow me to communicate to them the messages that are in their greatest good surrounding their material abundance, sustenance, the relationships closest to them, their personal ascension and development, and any other messages you deem worthy at this time. Thank you, Father God, Holy Spirit, ancestors, and guardian angels, for all your love, healing, support, protection. Love. We are absolutely nothing without it, and we are nothing without you. Amen. All right, guys. I'm going to do a 9-card spread like usual. You guys know the routine here. I'm going to clarify. I'm using the fountain. I'm going to use this the fountain tarot with the everyday tarot to clarify. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm here, I promise. Your overall energy for the 9-card spread, my beautiful Aries, for May is, wow, the Queen of Swords. Some of my Aries are feeling emotionally detached and are taking actions that might be a little bit rash. Maybe feeling a little bit detached from their experience. This could also, I'm getting from this here, this Queen of Swords, I'm getting the sense of numb, ice, numb, cold, detached. Now, this could be Aries energies dealing with somebody or something and needing to be in this energies, you know, this Queen of Swords energies, which I believe everybody has or will react in at some point. But this could also be the energies of somebody around you, you know. So, let's just see. First card out, yeah, it's definitely okay. It's that kind of reading, guys. I'm warning you from now. This is going to be no rainbows, and I'm not even going to speak on it. I don't know. Like, but Spirit's like, bitch, you don't know. Like, just go through the process here, okay? So your overall energy, it looks like straight out of the gate, I'm seeing some people have been cutting out mental imbalance, paranoia, insecurities that cause you to play mental mind games with people because you don't have any other way of connecting, communicating, or dealing with something. I'm seeing this could also be Aries cutting this shit out. Like, some of my Aries are still purging. They've been purging for months, and it looks like they might have to continue to purge. First card out is the Nine of Swords. The Knight of Wands, sorry. I don't know why I said the Nine of Swords. That might have been stressing. Some of my Aries might be stressing about some low vibrational energy that they're having to deal with. Maybe the mind games surrounding somebody and why they're coming in and out of their life or not being consistent. You know, maybe there's somebody in Aries' life who's using their passion, sex, things like that as a way to mind fuck you. You know, this isn't good energy, I'll just be honest. And that's probably why some of my Aries are feeling emotionally detached, or these are definitely the energies of someone who is emotionally detached and unempathetic, quite narcissistic as well. These 3 cards out of the gate are heavy energies to deal with. Now, this could just be present, you know, so if you feel like you overcome this Aries, then we're going to find out what's to come now that the dust is settled and you've kind of already combated this. I don't know what the time frame is on these energies. You know, it could be past, it could be present, it could be future, guys. But this is what I'm seeing right out of the gate. Becoming emotionally detached, wanting to cut off or having to cut off inconsistent behavior. Somebody who, like I said, was using some kind of passion, sex, use their good looks. I mean, fucking pick what you want, to kind of manipulate and play games. But the funny part is about these games, nobody wins. So don't play. Because I don't play, you know, and I'm never going to suggest anybody to play games that I wouldn't personally, because I know how those things end. With the 5 of Swords, these are games that nobody wins at, but they're still playing. That's that one-upping that you hear people talk about when they see the 5 of Swords. It's a game. with no means. And it's like somebody, my Aries, this is also Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy. Some of my Aries might have cut this off and then taken strict action, had to be very aloof in addressing this and moving forward. So it's like some of my Aries actually might have like ran away from this in some kind of sense, or took some kind of action. Let's see further. Your third card out, guys, is conflict. Some of my Aries decided to attack this head on. Okay, so this is your energy. Like I said, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and in between you is 2 5s. Okay, trust and believe that the collective is dealing with this 555 energy. Massive changes. Okay, this is what happens when collective energies are highly impacted and we are going through massive shifts. We're talking hundreds of thousand people at a time. So that's why tarot and things are becoming a lot more popular, right? People are trying to paint pictures and get validation for collective energies that they're feeling and seeing around them. So they're looking to tarot readers to get it. Trust and believe, guys, you have the same ability to read the energies around you. You just need to have enough faith and see yourself that way. I always encourage you to see the high priest and high priestess in yourself, the part of you that can tap into your higher self and never lose that ability to communicate there and live that higher self out instead of living out the ego like a narcissist. Some of you guys might be dealing with a narcissist, hopping around your life like a fucking idiot. Okay, and it looks like Aries had to deal with this head on, deal with some conflict. This could also be running away from the conflict. So the person who's playing mind games might Jekyll and Hyde it the fuck out of there, you know, causing conflict. This is also cheating energy to me. This is somebody who sleeps with a lot of people and then play mind games and try to manipulate people in believing they're the only one when really there's multiple. So that's where there's that cheater energy as well. So that could be, but it doesn't have to be a cheater. This person could just play mind games, you know, of any kind in order to gain power within your connection over you, right? Let's keep going though. Fourth card out is the Queen of Cups. Now this is getting good. We're getting into Queen and King energy, which means that you go from, it's beautiful. So then I feel a lot better about this Queen of Swords energy, because together they make really good decisions. So when you open up and awaken to the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Cups in you, the decisions you make are super balanced, and the actions that you take manifest in the way that you desired. Why? Because you saw them clearly before you took action. That's manifestation. Putting your head and the heart on the same page, putting it up to God and having faith that it will get done. So this is really good energy to have. This also might be the energy that you had to acquire in order to kind of deal with this manipulative energy head on. Some of my Aries might love someone that they know is someone they might have to remove out of their life, and then dealing with the conflict associated with that. You know, you've been with somebody for a long time. You've kind of become used to this song and dance, because he looks like he's dancing in a sense. It's like so gestural, like a gesture, like ha ha ha, like it's not a game. You know, a lot of my Aries are saying it's not a game. Okay, and then saying, okay, how do I get out of this game? And then balancing yourself enough to figure that out. Or before getting out of the game, it might be getting out of the game, might be actually addressing it head on, or it might be fleeing. I'm not sure. I'm getting both. Some people might completely evade this and leave, and then other people might say, no, I'm going to handle this fucking head on. And again, with this Knight of Wands, whether this is crosswatch or regardless, you guys know how this works with the way it switches, right? If you're like, well, that's the energies of somebody else, can it apply? Absolutely. Okay, guys, there's no rules. You know, us readers have our own rules to how to deliver the messages, but once you get the package, do what you please with it. Okay. The 2 5s, though, are very synchronistic to massive change. Going from too emotionally available and in balance to being a little bit more logical, therefore blending and acclimating this. I wouldn't be surprised if we get any of like the Temperance or Star card, which are angels, and they have the 2 cups, and they're the alchemists as I look at it. So, or too pragmatic, logical, and manipulative in sense. Like a lot of the times when people are completely emotionally blocked, but are faced with emotional issues or interactions or vulnerabilities or challenges, they will use mind games as a way to try to gauge how it is you feel, because they don't know how to communicate or connect with you enough to actually get that. So they play mind games as a way to control people emotionally or understand them emotionally, because they don't actually have the capacity. They don't know how to create bonds. Where with this energy here, without this, it's just sheer vulnerability. It's like putting a rabbit in a fucking, you know, somewhere super dangerous with things that eat rabbits. I mean, there's a lot of things. It's prey. So that's why I'm saying, guys, imagine with these 2 5s and this conflict and these issues with spiritually and mentally are causing you to actually blend yourself. Because I believe you need to have 4 kings, 4 queens, however you look at it. This balance like this shows ascension. It shows maturity. It shows growth. Now, again, guys, though, like I said, with this King of Wands and this competition, this is not just conflict, this is also competition. With these mind games, there is a chance that this is cheating energy, okay? And then we have the 2 queens. This could be Aries' way. You're going in and out of these energies trying to deal with this. This could be two other people dealing with this young, immature energy coming in and out. Guys, you guys know when it comes to signs, I'm not super hung up. This is air, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. This is fire, like I said, and this is water, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. The only thing we don't have right now is Pentacles, but we're only 4 cards in, okay? Yeah, we're good for time so far. I hope this is resonating with you guys. Guys, don't feel off-put about this energy, okay? It's heavy. We deal with heavy shit. What we want to know is how we come out of this. Once we do deal with conflict and acclimate ourselves and balance ourselves, what the fuck's to come? Because I know this is going to get a lot lighter. Anyways, in the middle of the spread, and I say a lot lighter, and I get the fucking 3 of Swords. Not yet, right? Okay, you know, we know how this goes. Purging. Purging. The swords that were put in you, okay, are coming out. You went from the 5 to the 3. Get them out. In the swords, it depends where you are in the sword, but at the 5, I'd rather go down. It's wedging them out. That hurts. It's like a sword in your flesh. It's like, have you ever gotten like a piece of glass or like a, you know, fucking stab or something like that? But, you know, it's like pulling it out can almost hurt more than it went in. Okay? So that's why purging is very painful. And that's why a lot of people don't do it and will walk around with these lodged in them for fear of it ripping off or coming out and the pain. But healing can't happen unless they come out. So this painful process does not, I feel it, Aries, I see it. You need to allow the purging to happen. Do not fight this change. Do not fight this change. This is vibrational energy you beg to move away from, right? So it's like, because of all the heartbreak that it's caused you, because this is in the middle of your spread, guys. This whole reading is surrounding heartbreak that Aries has been expressing. I'm going to make sure the title does make that clear. You know what I mean? Because I don't want anybody who isn't going through this to watch these with this reading and feel otherwise. Now, if you're, you know, in the 5D doing it exponential, I don't understand what you're here watching readings for. You know, if life is just all fucking amazing. I'm reading for a group of Aries that are going through a tough time dealing with mind games, manipulation, conflict, straight fighting, competition within love that's causing Aries to shut down emotionally. It could also be causing some of my Aries to becoming quite aggressive. Because if the Queen of Swords, let me tell you something about this one here, okay? If she cuts you, say thank you, because she could have killed you. If you press her, she's going to make you understand that. And a lot of my Aries are feeling a little pressed. You need to suppress that. You need to purge that. You need to find ways special to you and your soul, because your soul has found ways over lifetimes on how to purge these heartbreaks. You think there's only 3 swords heartbreaks in your heart? No, man. You've had hundreds. But you have found ways throughout lifetimes to lodge these swords out and let your heart heal, and then they get Guys, tap into your DNA knowledge on the ways that you have healed this in the past, whether in this lifetime or in others. Whether it's fucking walks in the park, okay? Whether it's I don't care whether it's whatever that looks like. I can't even go through the list. There's so many ways of purging. I just got bombarded. I'm like, no, I don't even want to go there. It's too many, you know, at this point. So it's like, this is being bubbled up because this needs to purge out. And the way you learn how to purge this out is going to be a tactful skill that you have for life. A lot of Aries didn't know how to purge heartbreak. You just went around with it, which caused you to become more aggressive, short-tempered, emotionally unavailable, emotionally detached, which is a shame because Aries are the leaders. They're extreme nurturers, you know. They're very, very gentle by nature, regardless of the aggression. But it's like amongst their energy, it's not aggressive. You know, I'm not even going to go there. I love my Aries, guys. But this, guys, I know it hurts. It needs to come up. This mind game energy is harder for you to accept. That's why it's like you don't want to see, because you allowed these mind games in order to keep somebody with you. A lot of my Aries knew that this person didn't have stable energy and learned how to play a game you never wanted to play in the first place. That's what I'm saying. With this, there's no win. All you get, all the winner gets, if there is a winner, all they get is this. What kind of fucking winner shit is that? No thanks. Just saying. Very, you know. But for a lot of my Aries, this is karmic. This is a karmic cycle, meaning if you haven't gone through this cycle with this person, you've gone through this cycle with multiple people. So regardless, why I'm thinking you're maybe coming to the end of some kind of cycle, because that's definitely the kind of collective I'm reading for, is because that's why all this is bubbling up. It's because it's becoming present to you. Maybe this reading will make it aware to you. There's a sense of awareness that I'm gaining, you know, and it's harsh awareness, right? It's awareness a lot of people will go their whole lives without. And I think this awareness came when you started to become a little less numb. So if you were over indulging in, you know, any substances that kind of numbed you, you healing that allowed you to see things and feel things more clearly. See and feel your heartbreak more clearly, which is tough. But the reason why you're supposed to, the reason why it's better not to leave it alone, thinking, why do I need to have a better understanding mentally and emotionally of my fucking heartbreak? I just want it to heal. Well, guess what? It's not going to heal. The whole point of getting that clarity, you see swords are mental communication and your heart is emotions, you know. It's like that clarity lodges these swords out of there so you can heal. Do you want to walk around with the bullet in your leg or not? I'm just saying. It's not funny, because if there is somebody with a bullet lodged in their leg, trust and believe me, I do not think that is a fucking joke. Any kind of metal lodged up in you is like, anyway. Wow, see, this is what I fucking said. This is why I'm not in a self-pity type of mode. One, because I know Aries doesn't need that. And Aries people want to feel empowered. They don't want to feel pitied. And I think they feel enough pity over the heartbreak, the mental. It's like wearing, I see a lot of my Aries getting weighed down. Now, this doesn't have to be romantic, okay? If it's not romantic, it's Aries. If this is not romantic, then this is about a group of Aries, a group of my Aries that have been living a fast life that has forced you to It's a fast life. I don't, and you're now reflecting on the carnage of it. Some of my Aries are looking, if this is not regarding love, this is regarding your own personal ascension. And if you've been moving really quickly and haven't been present and aware, there is this moment that makes you aware, and you might be a little bit heartbroken about some of the conflict you partook in, some of the conflict you caused, some of the inner conflict you neglected, some of the mind games you played, whether you want to justify them with somebody else's actions or not. They're games you indulged in, Aries. And now you're feeling heartbroken about it, because I told you that's the constellation prize for playing these games. Now, if this isn't you, okay? Now, before I even go there, the next card out is the Sun. Yes, this is absolute happiness, peace, but you get that from the utmost clarity about your reality. How happy can you be if what is making you happy in the moment is a fucking lie? Some of my Aries are learning how to experience real happiness, and it's through clarity. The truth about how people feel with you, the actions they take towards you, with you, for you, whatever. It's pure. And it's like a lot of my Aries are in a sense of heartbreak, because a lot of this low vibrational energy and how you took part in it and how it was affecting your life has now come to light. And no matter how heartbroken you are, what's going to heal this heartbreak, once you wedge those swords out of there with putting your head and your heart on the same page to understand your experience, is full clarity. Not just about yourself and your heartbreak, but about these type of people and the type of games they fucking play. And that's why I believe, Aries, even though the Knight of Wands is your energy, fire energy, I believe you're showing up in your reading as these two queens. Because mentally and emotionally, you're more mature and evolved than the conflict you're dealing with. And it's time for you to have a better understanding of your positioning, your view on yourself, so that you can deal with this properly. Because if you deal with this energy long enough, you feel like one of them. You pick up, you know what, fuck, I'll pick up a stick too. Let's all start swinging. No. You know that shit's for the birds. So why are you even going to play or partake in that when you've been known that shit was for the birds? But it's because you've exposed yourself to that low frequency for so long that now it just becomes normal. I'm going to do this because shit, this is the reality of where I'm at right now. But do you notice that you can't really see them? They're an illusion. The only thing that's a reality are all these sticks that are getting fucking swung around. Anyway. I just see a lot of my Aries dealing with quite a bit of conflict. But if it's you not dealing with conflict, then what it is now is gaining all the clarity about the conflict that you've just come out of. Okay? Reflecting. Things are coming to light. I don't know what else to tell you guys. Things are coming to light that might hurt you. But it's almost like once it comes to light, you wouldn't trade it for the heartbreak. When I say that, I mean like you wouldn't trade the clarity. The clarity gave you so much happiness and peace that you won't trade the heartbreak, because there might be some pain associated with what information you gain or what you reflect on and you realize, or, you know, things like that. But that's why a lot of people, they say ignorance is bliss. A lot of people don't want the truth, guys. A lot of people do not want to live that way. Why? Most importantly, first and foremost, because if they were to live that way, they would have to look at themselves, honestly. Right? And that's tough, especially if you're one of these fuckers. Okay. All right. Okay. 7th card out, guys. We're half an hour in. Shit. Wow. King of Cups. Under the Queen of Cups. We've got a pair, guys. We got a pair. We've got 3 of Coins. Cooperation. That probably makes them an ideal pair. Somebody who is willing to cooperate with you and vibrate on your level. Bring you together instead of pull apart. And then your last card out of the spread is another 3. Life path number 3, definitely on the board. We have 3 threes. 3, 3, 3. Guys, I feel like I'm underestimating the amount of sorrow and pain that some of my Aries are experiencing right now. This 3, 3, 3 here is telling me that your angels are supporting you through this. They support us through everything, but they're pushing you through this conflict in particular, because this change that's to occur is divinely guided and on your life path. You always agreed before incarnating here to make this change. Quite frankly, I think you begged to come back down here in order to make this change. Why? Because I think you always asked God and had faith in feeling an experience and a vibration you might not have ever in any lifetime felt before. Quite frankly, I think that's why we all beg to come back here, to feel the sun in a way we've never felt before. Experiences. You think you've been happy, guys? There's so you think you've been heartbroken. There's levels to this shit, for good or for bad. Okay. This 3, 3, 3. Your angels are guiding you to go through this conflict, but not just go through it. See it. See it clearly. Do not walk around numb. And why I say that is because I think you've been numb to this. You've been exposed to this energy. You've learned how to play with something in a way that you know isn't normal to you or is vibrationally beneath you, because you have a higher understanding. You're too awakened to move this way. And that's why inevitably the universe, it's like the more awakened you became, the more obvious this became, the more of a conflict, right? The more pissed off you got, you know, the more emotionally unavailable and shut down you got, giving yourself to somebody who was giving you nothing but mind games in the return, or maybe manipulating you to be emotionally more available to you than they were to you, right? But gaining the clarity on that allows you to really understand what's fixing to come in. And I don't even want to talk about that yet, because I don't want the message, the lesson I want you to understand what the purpose of this was. Why? Because if not, you might not trust what's to come. You might not be cooperative. You might be very stubborn-headed. You know, you might still be waiting from something from the past to formulate itself, or you might be still stuck in the past in some kind of way. But what I'm looking at here is, I'm going to put these back, because we've got definitely synchronicities with the 5. So some of you guys might be seeing 555, 55. So 1155, 1055, 755, 655. And if you notice that you're seeing that every hour, that is ascension and succession. That's your 333. That's your angels telling you, good job, keep going, keep going. Because you're downloading information and you're processing information at a very high speed. It takes time for it to go through the different parts of you, right, in order to make actions. It's like, I'm trying to explain this the best way as possible. It's like the conflict that you were forced to face was always meant to give you a certain level of clarity. And that clarity ensures that whatever it is that you've experienced here, it's over. This is a cycle. Why? With the 5s, that means there's change. Change is something you're doing that needs to be done differently. Something you're doing is causing a lot of heartbreak, and I think it's exposure and allowance to low vibrational energies, manipulative mind games, competition, fighting, conflict, petty shit. But over time, that shit hurts, because then you go without the emotional connection that it is that we as humans need. It's like, go give a plant all the sun in the world. Don't give it water. It's just going to die. Give it all the water in the world. Don't give it sun. Shit's going to die too. I mean, depending on the plant. But we're not going there, because people get real weird talking about, well, agriculture. It's like, chill, people. Okay. Now, I do want to go here to, because guys, there's a chance that I can cut this 2 ways. For some of you, your understanding about how you're supposed to cooperate within a relationship. So going from this combative energy to this more cooperative energy. was what you learned how to do. Removing yourself from this kind of energy. It's going from a game to a cooperative effort. You know, guys, this could be career, this could be anybody. Anybody. We do have a pair though, so romantically speaking here, this could be a couple who, I see the feminine energy here is shutting down just as much as the King of Cups is. So I see the King of Cups as an expressing his emotions, possibly not being committal. And the Queen of Cups here is shutting down. But it's funny, it looks like the King of Cups here is totally looking at a way to, is making plans and preparations and is trying to figure something out. I don't know. Page of Wands. 2 pages under this queen. 2 queens, 2 pages. 2 queens, 2 pages. 2 5s, 3 3s. Guys, there's definitely, for some of you, this heartbreak is definitely completely stemming around, I don't want to say third party because there might be 4. I have 3 queens. I just saw there's 2 other queens on the bottom with 2 pages and then 5 of wands. Some of you guys are dealing with straight conflict with, yeah, some of you with this king and 3 3. So for some of you, this King of Cups is in form, meaning committed, might not be expressing his plans or his emotions for you, okay, or you for them. It goes vice versa. But this masculine energy in this is in form is totally trying to figure out, is a lot clearer maybe about the heartbreak that has occurred, his heartbreak and the heartbreak of his DM. So I see a divine masculine and a divine feminine here. And so there's that. Now, if this king, because I read them upright, if this king is not in form, he is fucking foul. In your reading, this man is very, 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 very sociopathic. Now, what's funny, though, is this is all coming to light, which would make sense if there's this many people involved. Someone is going to spill the beans. Somebody might have already spilled the beans. Now, if somebody comes to you talking about this, like this uncommitted energy being a part of a 3rd or 4th party situation, you need to be very careful, Aries, about the person delivering you the message. Why, what their intentions are. Because I think that what they tell you is something you already kind of know. So there's a sense of trust and being like, okay, I'll listen to you. But you really need to think of the intentions behind this person. Because I think they'll be quite obvious if you think for like 30 seconds about why this person's even fucking bothering. Because they're one of these people part of this conflict. And I believe this conflict was caused by this king this King of Cups that's not in form. Because the King of Cups that isn't in form is a fucking idiot. Okay, he's a hoe. You know, he drinks too much. He's a sloppy hoe. Right? With these 3s, that's why I had to indicate that. Because without these 3s, he might not be a sloppy hoe. He's just uncommittal. He has too many emotional issues bottled up in him to express himself, to commit, to do anything. Right? But in form, this king is quietly plotting a plan to possibly address and bring some healing, because the sun is also healing, to his divine counterpart's heart. So how this plays out, it could, I don't know. But those are the 2 scenarios I'm seeing. And I'm telling you, if this king is not in form, man, it's not good. And if he's not in form, run. Because then that is you, Aries, literally running. Scaling the walls, taking your wand, and getting the fuck out of there. Okay, but like I said, you guys have to use your discernment to know the severity, because if this king is in reverse, you would have already seen it. You would know it. There would have already been clear red flags. And I'm not talking about the red flags everybody has, because red flags are really just differences that people need to get comfortable with. But then there's red flags, man. Red motherfucking flags. Like, problem ahead. Please be careful, guys. Okay? Some of you need to take your wand and get the fuck out of there. You see that shit? It's like, no, I'm going to take my wand and I'm going to get out of there because this isn't safe. Someone's going to lose a fucking eye. Okay? Swinging these fucking, you know. But it looks like somebody orchestrated this. And I'm getting the impression with this bald head here, this is this same person playing it cool, thinking they're the smartest shit, orchestrating this whole fucking game, watching these people fight. This king might even be this energy, posed as the King of Cups, but really is this energy starting this bullshit and then dipping out and leaving and allowing these people to have to deal with the carnage. So I'm getting some nasty energy from a super narcissist here. But like I said, it depends. Because I'm getting, because this could be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Some of you might be dealing with that. But if not, then I'm seeing this both ways. You know, upright, this is tried and true. It's very clear that this is your divine masculine. You're just going through a challenge. There's some change with regards to how you communicate. You know, there's levels to these mind games. This could be as low grade as fucking passive aggression. Oh, well, you didn't tell me. Well, I don't want to say that. It's like that low vibrational shit, but this could get very nasty if these mind games get sinister. Right? So you need to establish the severity. If it is sinister, then it's definitely that King of Cups in reverse, who has become brilliant at orchestrating these games. Or, like I said, this King of Cups could have just been passive-aggressive, emotionally shutting down, didn't really care about how this affected you. Maybe you got into a fight and the way they responded was ghosting you, and it brought up all of these, you know, emotions, right? And maybe it was quite manipulative of them because they knew that it would negatively impact you if they shut down and run away, but maybe didn't realize how much it would actually hurt you. So now this king is trying to prepare a way and really talk about how to bring this back together. So this king is presenting out in two ways. This king is either this guy or this guy. You guys decide. You guys are your own high priest and high priestesses, okay? You use your own intuition. What's the first thought? If you came here talking about some man or looking about some man, is this the one that resonates? Yeah, my man, he's that fool right there. That dangerous ass mother. Yeah, okay? Or is he, no. My man is the type of person, regardless of the bullshit he does, he always tries to bring it back together because he's just a stand-up guy. Like, you guys have to determine this could be male or female, okay? All right, 43 minutes in. I'm going to put everything back so that we can go into clarification here. All right. Guys, the way to battle this is the best way to battle this energy is to stay true. Be honest, straightforward. Do not indulge in a game you don't want to play. When people play mind games with you, okay, you need to curve that shit so that they know and they can feel themselves playing alone. Right? Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to use the Everyday Tarot to clarify your spread, my beautiful Aries. Guys, this energy will get better going into summer. Why? For the simple fact things will just become clear. Okay? And then when things become clear, the pressure comes off, the paranoia comes off, the heartbreak starts to clear away. Right? And it's like that alone, however anything plays out, is going to make you feel good. Sun, King of Cups, feel good, which allows you to make actions. Some of you might have been riddled by heartbreak and have been not being able to work or make plans for the future. If you went through, you know, some heartbreak, then it was like this ability to be able to cooperate with other people or be social or make plans for the future and be hopeful kind of went out the door. And it's like with this clarity that comes in with the sun, that brings a lot of happiness and peace in, it really allows you to start doing this again. So I see you guys, for those that are in dark night of the soul. Give it another, it doesn't take long, give it another 3 days to 3 weeks. And mind you, if it's 3 weeks or 3 weeks to 3 months, know that it'll be waves. It's not going to be solid 3 weeks to 3 months, but know it's purging. If you've got dirty fucking pipes in your heart and all this shit, you need to purge that shit out. Get it out. Healing can't happen until you purge it. It's like getting a wound, right? You can't heal it until you clean all of the fucking, you know, you scrape your knee. You can't just slap a Band-Aid on it. No, you've got to rub the charcoal and the asphalt and the stones out of the wound, clean it properly, and then cover it up, right? Properly addressing the healing process, understanding the healing process within you better allows you to have faith in your ability to come out better and stronger every time, regardless of heartbreak, regardless of trials and tribulations. Not only that, guys, trust and believe that when you address this conflict surrounding these mind games and really bring the truth out to light, or at least your truth out to light, this energy quivers to come and deal with you again. You will also not vibrate on a frequency that will make this energy think it can play mind games with you. It's codependency that allows you to play a game you don't want. You're playing a game you don't want because you are codependent over this person and will do what you need to keep them, or keep the idea of what you thought about them. This clarity, as you can see, there's only one person there. They're dolo. They're happy. They found this happiness and clarity inside of themselves. Now they shine bright. People can see that. People who are capable are a lot more open to working with you, coming together with you, making plans with you. So just know that these steps that you're taking, okay, regardless of how the people around you are reacting or what they say to it, they're in your best interest, because what you know is the truth. This is manipulation, mind games, you know, that this kind of shit causes conflict and action every time. This is a cycle, and it's time to change it with the 2 5s. It's time to change this cycle. Okay. And then can I get clarification for my beautiful Aries? I might give you guys a bonus reading because I think it's already 47 minutes in. I didn't get to use any of the oracles. This seems like a really specific message, but I wanted to give this collective a full reading for this because this is what I'm out here doing, offering the support for shit like this. Trials, tribulations, struggles, heartbreak. That's what we're out here for. Trying to support you guys to to stay emotionally available and use your heart as a way to become knowledgeable and not shut down. That's what the devil wants. He wants you to shut down because he knows your love will change the world. Your love will change people. Your love will change the world. Okay? When you go to your grocery store, you change the vibration with your smile, with your interactions. Okay? Just, guys, just know that whatever conflict, dark night of the soul, is to pass. And when it passes, the more painful it is, the more clarity you're going to have coming out of it. You know? Surrender to the heartache. Don't suppress it. Surrender to it for exactly what it is, what caused it, and why, and then let it go. Do not suppress it and just pretend like these swords aren't there. Because you'll walk around your whole life in pain. I promise you. Your whole life. Can I get clarification on this heartbreak here and the sun? This heartbreak and the sun. Thank you, Father God, Holy Spirit, ancestors, and guardian angels for this beautiful reading. My beautiful Aries. The Knight of Wands again. You know, this fast-moving energy, guys. This is either you needing to take quick action to either handle, address in an honest, straightforward way some conflict that you are participating in a low vibrational way, standing up and addressing it, saying, I'll have no parts with this, and being very confident about this. This is you leaving or fleeing something, saying, bye. Okay? Action. Boom. Or I am getting this Knight of Wands as a cheater. Because for the simple fact it's beside the Five of Swords. These are the thoughts prior to the actions that a cheater takes. Look at, he's formulating the plan before he executes it on these two people. They don't even know it. That's why I said, guys, you really need to determine the severity of the sinister. We've got the Knight of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, and the Ten of Swords. I didn't set intentions when I saw these cards. If they come out again, I'll take them. I need to set intention. Can I get clarification on this Sun? You're seeing somebody for who they are. The Six of Cups. I told you. And the Three of Swords in reverse. So guys, absolutely addressing this energy, okay, opens you up to be in an honest relationship. It's almost like you cleared the way. You clear the way. Seeing the Six of Cups upright shows me with this King of Cups that he is absolutely in form. So there absolutely is a possibility he is in form and not orchestrating a whole fucking third party situation, but you should know it. That would then mean this Five of Swords and this Five of Wands was low grade. If it's high grade, this ain't that. And what you need to do is get the clarification on what a fucking soulmate should look like. And then establishing that that's not it. Now, we have Judgment. Some of you haven't made a decision to cut off low vibrational energy. So if there is you're being conflicted because there is, maybe some of my Aries have met somebody who is a better match and haven't executed or moved forward with them in any way because they're still dealing with a partner. The problem is this partner is so fucking low vibrational and plays so many mind games with you that part of the reason why you're still with them is because of the mind games that they fed in you. It's almost like they're holding these swords stabbed in you, but still holding the handle. Like they'll turn it a little bit and go, and you'll go, oh. Yeah, no. That's ending. Those are going to drop out. Okay, and I think there might be somebody that comes into your life and just their sheer kindness towards you really lets you see clearly, regardless if you proceed forward with this person or not, but with the Six of Cups, absolutely could be. This could also be somebody from the past who comes forward and goes, what the fuck are you dealing with? Like, this is so, and it's almost like you gain clarity from someone. Somebody comes into your life, possibly a sibling, a childhood friend, somebody from your past, could be a soulmate, comes in and helps you see things clearly. They might not even know what is going on in your life and that you're dealing with so much low vibrational shit, but just their sheer genuinity, honesty, and the way they live brings you clarity about, okay, I've got this fucked up. Like what I'm dealing with is fucked up. And you needing to see yourself from the abundant perspective that you are in order to gain the strength to make the decisions required. Maybe a final decision to walk away from a relationship or people that no longer serve you, who vibrate low and constantly fight because that's the only way they know how to express emotion. Some people fight because that's the only way they know how to express anything. Sadness, happiness, anger. It's called a low EQ. There's IQ and then there's EQ. EQ is emotional intelligence. People who have a low emotional intelligence, anyways, I'm not even going to go there. Regardless, some of you guys need to see yourself more clearly from the abundant perspective here in the 3D that you are in order for you to truly tap into that strength so that you can make the final decisions that you need that are in your best interests. Some of you aren't taking your matters to God in order for God to give you the strength that you need. You might be looking for abundance in low vibrational things like these. And if you do, then that makes it a lot easier for these people to manipulate you because they're asking you for things they know you either already have or they know they can't give you. So that's why I'm saying some of you need to tap into your own inner strength, or you need to take your matters to the Lord in order for God to stop, Thora, in order for God to show you that, how strong you really are. Some of you need to take your matters back to God. Some of you haven't tapped into that energy and meditated and prayed for some time. Now, lastly, can I get clarification on this King of Cups and this Three of Coins? Aries gang, I'll give you another reading. I'll do like a mid-month or some shit for you guys because I didn't even get to bust into any of the oracles and we're already an hour in. I want to keep it less than an hour. Ace of Wands in reverse. Like I said, this King of Cups isn't ready. Some of you, if it's not the narcissistic, sociopathic, psychotic person that you need to relinquish out of your life, this King of Cups could absolutely be just not ready to take action towards you at this time and is totally forming a plan and making preparations in order to bring you together. You know, maybe it's you and a child, maybe it's them and one child. I do have the Three of Coins, or maybe it's just in total wanting to be more cooperative. Maybe they weren't before. Maybe their plans didn't include you, and that was fucking up the beginning, the new beginning. And this king is now trying to formulate those plans so that they can bring this about. So with this Ace of Wands in reverse, it's just not ready. It's not that the potential of the opportunity isn't there. It's just it's not ready. And even if it is an existing relationship, it's like this new beginning you're looking for with your existing partner has to happen when they bring this together in their mind, which, believe it or not, is actually a part of their life path outside of you, which is pretty cool. Kudos to them. You should be proud. Divine masculine, divine feminine on the board. Love seeing that. Okay. Then we got the Moon card and then the Three of Pentacles in reverse. So like I said, it's like this is unknown to you. Okay, this is still a secret. You might be thinking that this king is being uncooperative. You might even be thinking that this king is having a third-party situation, even the one that isn't. Because the King of Cups that's in form is not having a third-party situation. But he might be being secretive. So the Moon, to me, is not lies. It's secrets. There's a difference. Secrets are things that have not been shared, okay? Because people hold that dear. They could be having a secret and not lie to you, and it's not them being sinister. If it's the 7 and the 5 of Swords, that is lying and being deceptive and all that shit. But the Moon, that's just things unknown. Secrets, possible illusions due to things unknown that we will create images for because we're impatient to see what's truly there. Meaning we're impatient for the sun to come up in the morning. So we're going to start thinking of, you know, monsters in the fucking shit that aren't there. And then the sun comes up and we're all like, okay, that wasn't so bad. You know, it's that energy. So a lot of my Aries might not know that their divine masculine is making plans to cooperate with them, maybe when they weren't being cooperative, or cooperate with them, you know, in a new way. Really beautiful energies, guy. Okay, and I'm going to wrap up your spread there. And at the bottom, we've got the 10 of Swords. Like I told you, this is the end of a cycle, and it's this one. There's no swords after the sun. None. Not even in clarification. This is over. If you want it to be. You've gained enough knowledge dealing with this energy. You don't even need to go into the new cycle feeling like, oh, everybody's gonna. No, man. You went through that because you needed to know how this shit works. You needed to know how this game works, even though it's a game you've never wanted to play, but it's a game that's played throughout the entire world. So now you get to not play the game, but have all the knowledge about the rules. So the next time somebody tries to play this fucking game with you, you can curve it right from the start. You do not have to go through all this again. Okay? Right? Why? Sorry, guys. If I look at this card, 4 of these swords are a different color, and I don't know why. And I don't think I'm going to figure it out in your reading right now. But Spirit just wanted me to see that. I'm going to figure out why. There's a reason. Anyway, guys, that's your reading. I love you. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Please let me know if this resonates. I'm going to try to give you guys a mid-month or bonus reading. If you want to book a personal, just email me at queencuptarot@gmail.com. And until next time, mwah, mwah, mwah. I love you. Bye.